shot of our small tumbler. We've got walnut shells in there right now, and still got a few bolts and nuts from the lathe.
We just barely put this in. You can see how rough it is from the sandblasting.
It'll probably take 2-3 days to polish that up with that media we have in there. These are a couple of the bolts that haven't gone into the solution yet. What we did with these is we cleaned these up with the sandblaster, and then we put them in our tumbler, kind of put a little bit of a polish back on them, and it did a fairly nice job at cleaning these up. We also went over the threads with a wire brush, cleaned all the grease and the dirt out of there. Then we washed these down with alcohol, and now we're going to put these into the blackening solution.
You're supposed to kind of move them around a little bit to make sure everything gets well coated. But already you can tell how that's taken effect.
I cleaned up the bearings and I installed them in the headstock along with the headstock pulleys, and I checked my tolerances, and I can't really get any movement out of them. But I did notice that right here I've got, that much adjustability for wear in my bearings, but on the back, as you can see, I don't have anywhere near as much. I still have a little bit there that I can adjust for. I used a set of feeler gauges to measure these gaps, and on the front of the headstock I've got 84 thousandths. On the back of the headstock I have 16 thousandths clearance. I'm thinking maybe if I shimmed this bottom bearing up, I can bring this whole shaft, the shaft center line will run true instead of on an angle. Regardless of how the bearing clearance works out, those headstock pulleys sure are ugly sitting in that nice painted lathe.